it's April coming to you from Vinyl Cottage in Northport, Alabama. It's been a while since we've done a video. I've missed you. Welcome to our shop. This is our first video from our new location. We are still in Northport. We've just moved to a bigger, more centrally located store. So now we have a little bit better work area here to show you some projects that we're working on. So today I'm doing just a quick tutorial. I say it's a tutorial, but this is the first time I've ever done it, so it may or may not work out. We're going to find out together. So if you are local or anywhere down south, you know that the heat right now is excruciating. And whenever we get in our cars, it is like opening an oven, a very large, steamy, fiery oven that just whooshes right into your face. That's how I feel, the whoosh and everything. So whenever I was out and about the other day, I decided I was going to get some of those nifty little windshield deflectors that it says on here helps to keep your car up to 44 degrees cooler. So we're going to find out. So today, this is what I'm going to work on. I picked this up from Walmart. These are just, they're universal auto shades. I bought the cheapest ones I could find. The pair was $9, I think, 8 or 9. And so I thought, if I'm gonna put this on my car, why not jazz it up a little, right? Because, you know, we can't let anything just be plain and ordinary. We have to jazz it up. So for today's project, this is what these are the items that we're using. We have the window shades, 2 of them, these nice and large. I'm using 1 sheet of 12 by 20 Caesar black glitter. Look at the sparkles on there. I am also going to use some heat tape. And my friends, trust me when I say heat tape. Do not try this with your Scotch tape. You will be very sad if you do. And then a small pair of scissors. And then our standard heat pressing tools, the heat press, and our Teflon sheet. So what I'm gonna do today for my car to make it a little extra special, and I've already cut it out, is I went on Google and I just Googled a very cute pair of eyelashes. How cute are these? And I traced them. I use the Silhouette Cameo, so I use the trace tool. Y'all, I am not an expert at tracing. I like to keep it simple if I'm gonna trace something. And so these were just a solid black pair of eyelashes that I found whenever I did a Google image search. I liked them. I traced them. If you were to see them up close, you would know that it's not perfect, but for what I'm doing, they're going to work. So I fit both of these on one 12 by 20 sheet. I made them approximately almost 11 inches wide, and I did that because I wanted to fit them all on one sheet. I didn't want to have to use 2. I think you could potentially go a little larger if you want to, but I think for what I'm doing, these are going to be fine. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my eyelashes. I'm going to try to fix you down here. You guys see this, what I'm doing? I'm a big mess whenever it comes to this. And if I were doing this for a customer, I would get out my measuring tape, but I am doing this for me. So I am just kind of eyeballing it to see where I want my eyelashes to go. And I'm going to use my heat tape, and that's because I want to lay this out. I want to lay both of them out before I put them on the press so that whenever they're in my car, I don't want to have lopsided eyelashes. So I'm going to put them on here and try to get them nice and centered so that when they are on my car, they're straight and they're not all cockeyed. So I'm going to lay these out side by side and try to see exactly, make sure they're even. Again, if I were doing if I had my measuring tape, that would make this so much easier, but I'm not gonna get out my measuring tape for this, not for me. I very much am an eyeballer whenever it comes to my own personal stuff. I'm much more particular if I'm doing something for someone else, but for me, my philosophy is good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's good enough. Now, whenever it comes to other people, I will start over, even if it's just a little bitty error that nobody else may even notice. I don't like that. If I'm doing something for someone else, I expect it to be correct. Even, centered, straight, all that jazz. Okay, so let me stand back and I'm going to look and see if these look to be about right. And I think this one needs to come down just a touch, nothing major. So I'm going to bring this one down, keeping the heat tape on there, and now I think that's good. Okay, so I cut my glitter on my glitter settings. I'm using the Cameo 3. Y'all, I recently upgraded from my original Cameo. I was working with the Silhouette Cameo 1.0, the original version, and I did love it, but it had a lot of use on it, and so it was definitely time to upgrade. Okay, so now we're moving over to the heat press. So this is a large item, and it's actually bigger than my heat press, so I am going to have to kind of press it and then turn it around and press it again. So I've set, my heat press is set for 320 at 20 seconds. So I am going to press it. Oh, I'm going to adjust my pressure. I was working on something earlier and I had to have loose pressure. That's still not enough. You remember with heat transfer, you want good medium to firm pressure. So I want I don't want to have to force it, but I don't want it to just gently close either. There we go. So we're going to press this for 20 seconds, and then I'm going to flip it around because there's part of it here that didn't get under the heat press. So I'll flip it around and press it again, and we'll see how this goes. I don't know what material this is. I have searched the package. I have searched the tag, and nothing tells me. I'm thinking it's like a nylon is what it reminds me of, a nylon. So I'm hoping that it will press well. Again, I don't really know, but we'll find out in about 12 seconds how this one presses. I can tell you already, I can see where it pressed out the wrinkles. It's nice and smooth. I like that. But I guess that won't really matter because once you flip it and fold it, the wrinkles will come back. All right, so let's test out the first one, see how we did. Let's see. Oh, you guys. So there is the first shade. Should I press the whole thing and get the rest of those wrinkles out? Because you sure can tell a difference. But we're gonna go ahead real quick and press, and this is what happens, guys. I am not a professional photographer, videographer. So this is kind of where we are with that. I drop things, they fall over. What can I say? It's just what I do. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple more quick presses to get this other one pressed. I don't even know, what are they called? I call them windshield. So it's just an auto shade is what it says, auto shade. So we're going to, this is our first press, and I press again. I have it set for 320 degrees for 20 seconds. Now I think my heat press, I have to set it a little bit higher. This is just a heat press that I got off of Amazon. It's not one of those fancy ones that I really, really would like to have, but I don't. And so the temperature, it's not completely accurate, so I kind of set it a few degrees higher than what it should be in order to get a more accurate temperature for my pressing. So I set mine for 320. I press for 20 seconds, and I do it twice because, again, the whole thing would not fit under the heat press. So here we go. Let's check out the other. Here's a warm peel. And And look, you guys, I'm gonna have the cutest car shade on the block. These great eyelashes. I absolutely love them. I hope that you love them too. The vinyl that you saw, you can purchase online if you are not local to Northport. We are at thevinylcottageshop.com. Would love to have you shop with us if you are so inclined. Sorry, again, I am a horrible videographer. It's certainly not my calling. Thanks for coming. I'm so happy to be here, and I hope that I will get back into more of a regular schedule of putting videos up. If there's anything you would like to see, please let me know below. I'd love to have you subscribe to our channel to let me know that you enjoy what you're seeing. You can find us on Facebook at The Vinyl Cottage Shop. We also have our fabulous VIP group, Vinyl Cottage VIPs. All right, so until next time, mwah.